I remember a quote from a series of things detailing the opinions of the American army from, you know, our former enemies. And I believe a German officer once said, "The Americans are successful at war because war is chaos, and the American army practices chaos on a daily basis." Okay, so 11 to 5. I think we've actually ran this fleet into the ground, so we're gonna swap out here. I have not seen the schematics of the Super Yamato. Well, thank you, Tazarin. I will say preemptively that the Super Yamato was probably a gigantic waste of time, even if it was really fucking cool to think about. Really, they were just big toys for old men. I heard talk of this around World of Warships, but I've completely forgotten about it. The Super Yamato was discussed for a little while. Yes. Yes, Asian boy rage. American logic. Something Patton probably would have said. If we don't have any idea what we're doing, that means the enemy has absolutely no idea what we're doing. We have the element of surprise. Yes, many 10-centimeter dual-purpose guns. Many. Senpai, how many guns? A lot of guns, but we need a specific number. Just put a lot of guns. We'll figure it out later. We're gonna have so many guns. So many dual-purpose guns we're gonna show the American Air Force. Alrighty then. Well, we're almost there. Oh, fug. Oh, fug. XDDD. That's gonna be a problem. Yes, Holtzman, the Panther. Oh boy. Oh boy. Giant Dad actually told me a lot about the Panther. The thing that sticks in my mind is the French, after-war French assessment of the Panther. They hated it. The Sherman Firefly is a meme and nothing more. Actually, that's funny about the 17-pounder. Really, the Firefly was needed because it was really the only gun the Allies had that could, you know, could actually hunt enemy tanks on equal terms. However, it wasn't actually required because the Panthers and Tigers and, you know, German armor in general, oh fucking my, was actually really inconsistent. The British were absolutely terrified of the Panther when the Russians told them about it, and so they rushed to overdevelop the 17-pounder, and then they found themselves with a gun that was way more than what they needed. Something like that, probably, Holtzman, and probably a lot of ideas. a lot of a lot of things that just made it so we needed a Sherman with a big gun. Oh, hey, Langley. Okay, so we've got one left. We need to kill all of these. Goddamn. Alright, then, we're gonna have to... This is gonna be a bit touchy. American tanks were built to be maintained and mass-produced in ease, which is why they were largely successful. The German vehicles were simply just rushed to try and defeat the Russians at Kursk. All of the fun stuff all the fun stuff that the Germans had were basically just rushed into production to try and save Hitler's really terribly going Russian campaign. And they were actually misused on the Western Front, where they were fighting in terrain that they weren't actually designed to fight in. And I actually made mention of this. I actually made mention of this in the Battlefield 5 footage that I recorded that I basically just skipped over and talked over to make that video go really quickly. You do realize that by the end of the war, the most common armor-on-armor engagements on the Western Front was between American Shermans and Stugs and Hetzers. Something that I think needs to be noted because the Stug and Hetzer almost get almost no fucking attention. The Stug 3 was produced from the outset of the war to the end of the war because it was easy to make. Yet, nobody gives a shit about old Stug. Everybody just, everyone memes the Panther and the Tigers, who, well, yeah, they produced a lot of them, and they were good if they were working at optimal efficiency, but they were almost never working at optimal efficiency. I've seen a fair amount of contrasting opinions about things, so I believe I've actually watched that specific video. I can't remember, though, so I'm not going to say anything specific on it. But the chieftain knows his stuff. Yeah, the Jagdpanzer 38T, aka the Hetzer, but the Hetzer, that Hetzer name is actually unhistorical. They didn't actually call it that. It was a very cramped tank. But they had the chassis lying around and they made the best of them. Wait a minute, Holtzman, that doesn't sound good at all. Okay, so that fleet kind of bashed through that and got it. Good on them for, well, warring with no ammunition. Now, well, now we'll just knock these guys in. Yeah, I know, the Hetzer, I'll just call it that because it's honestly easy to say, is a really cramped vehicle and it's not very fun to operate in. It looks really cool, it did the job, it was cheap, but yeah, it was a very cramped small tank. If Hitler was a smart man, he would have made thousands more stugs. However, Hitler was not a smart man. Okay, we're halfway through that. 25. Oh god, this is kind of a meat grinder, but we're getting through it. Shield Pony, we all might be doomed at that point. If Hitler wanted to win the war, he should have A, not been such a dumbass, B, made such terrible decisions and actually had some streamlining in his, well, in his entire army, really, because it's kind of laughable, some of the things that went on with the Germans and their own logistics. At the start of the war, they were still mostly using horse-drawn carts. They went into Russia with horse-drawn carts. That's another fun thing that we gave the Russians. The Russians really got going because we gave them A, gunpowder out the ass, and also trucks. We gave them trucks. We gave them a lot of trucks. And see, not have Goring as commander of the Air Force, who almost destroyed Britain, but decided, you know what, nah, we're not gonna do that at the end. It was inevitable, but Germany really dropped the ball on that. Yes, we were the arms dealer supreme of World War II because, well, we wanted to get into the war, but the isolationists said no. And then the Japanese conveniently removed that problem, and, well, they paid the price for that. Hey, this really big country that may or may not affect the balance of the war is just kind of sitting there in indecision. Let's go fuck with them so they get really mad and want to destroy us. What could possibly go wrong? World War II in the Pacific. Yes, the Russians did use more Air Cobras and King Cobras than us, and also operated more A-20s than us. And from all accounts, they liked them. Let's try to decapitate a country that can churn out a fleet in a week. It's not even really decapitate. Let's just piss them off and really actually not do anything to stop the country from actually getting right back up and slapping us in the face. They thought they actually had a brilliant idea, but really it was actually a terrible idea. Yes, they knock out most of our fleet if the plan went well, and then, you know, they had a free hand to, you know, go about their business in the Pacific, but, yeah, we wouldn't leave that way for long. So it was really, honestly, even if Pearl Harbor was a pretty good, you know, a pretty good master plan, it was actually a really poorly advised one. They were, however, honestly, they started a war with us with no intention of actually destroying us as a country. They thought they were going to get away with just knocking our boats out of the water and then saying, "Ha, you can't fight us." And then we were never, ever going to try and fight them ever. Alright, one, huh? Alright, fine. Switching out to the next fleet. Say what you want. At least the Japanese did not bomb civil targets. Junko. Really? There's a lot of bad things you could say about how Japan carried itself during the war. Bombing civilian targets is kind of like, okay, yeah, fine. There was still, well, China. In general. Nobody really likes to talk about China, but, oh boy. And there was also their gross animalistic treatment of American POWs that was well documented, and they really have no excuse for it. Yeah, basically how they carried themselves through the entirety of the early war. But yes, let's not think about China. Let's play cute anime girl games about girls in World War II, right? We didn't do nothing wrong. I kid, but really, it's kind of silly when you look at it like that. Good, I evaded. Fantastic. However, true, Nexus, and both sides are actually guilty of horrendous happenings in more stages of the war, really. Yeah, we do kind of get away with it because we won. But I don't think anyone's really going to be forgetting Dresden anytime soon, and honestly, the entire strategic bombing campaign in general, really, if you want to look at it in a really big kind of waste of time. God bless you, Bomber Harris, it didn't actually work. And then there was the firebombing of Tokyo that killed more people than the atom bombs. But remember, it's a war. I'm not saying, I suppose, either side is innocent in the war. It's just that a lot of the times it seems like some certain things get forgotten. More or less, Halsman. Bomber Harris just wanted to destroy the entire fucking country. Well, Poutine, in our defense, I suppose we needed to find out if it was effective or not. Boy, talking about war crimes is making the grind go a little bit faster, isn't it? Funny how that works. But again, cute girls soothe the horror and the pain. Yes, Jack. The idea of fighting a war is to not actually lose the war. Yes, cute girls can't commit war crimes. Of course not. It's funny that people actually like me running my mouth, even though, honestly, I don't think my opinions are incredibly accurate. I try to remember the interesting and somewhat, I suppose, off-mentioned or funny, in a way. War crimes aren't really all that funny, though. But I try to remember the important bits, like, I say how Ferdinand Porsche was an absolute madman. I remember things that make good memes. That's just in my soul. But it is nice to hear that people do like me talking. That's not the plot of all Gundams. However, many Gundam series have, in homage to the original series, you know, a boy, a giant robot, a man in a white mask, a Trojan horse, all these things. Oh hey, Tech 3 box. Eat 'em. Did we do it? No. Okay, I need to kill one. I need to kill one. They sent me in to kill one. Next Manus, this is entirely true, I suppose. However, I would like to be actually factually right when I open my big fat fucking mouth. I am not always right. You still have to win the fight against the boss for it to count, as I recall. Oh, well, god damn it. Alright, fine. Rush easy mode, let's go. Even though I should be actually grinding this in order to get any potential drops for whales. What's my ancestry? I'm kind of a mutt, if I have to be honest. I actually don't really know exactly where exactly my family heritage lies, but I'm actually, by my grandfather's knowledge, I believe half Filipino and then some mix of European bloods. It's really confused, and honestly, my family never really dwelled on it very much. Yes, New York, where everyone is either Italian or Irish. Yes, I'm ambiguously brown. However, I'm actually very pale. The ambiguously brown tan I'm carrying around is actually, well, that's just from the sun. I actually kind of, my skin complexion, if I let it go like this, is starting to become sort of ashen. I'm actually kind of reminding myself of my grandfather. It's a little funny. Okay, coins, fantastic. No, I don't get that. Though, you know, they want to actually run a metal detector across all the buttons on my jacket. Well, Tazrin, that makes sense, because the Germans actually did take care of their POWs for the most part. Some instances aside, particularly the Luftwaffe was very kind towards the airmen they captured because, hey, a lot of their friends are also in Allied camps, so better take care of your fucking prisoners. I try to, Dancing Fool, I try to. But sometimes I like having my opinion. One of my flaws, I suppose, I become a little bit resistant and very defensive in certain cases. Depends on what kind of mood I'm in. Probably just succeed in lighting myself on fire, I suppose, there, Haltz. The watch list. Demonetized. I pose no threat to anyone. I'm just a man who plays video games. Can confirm the national spice of Texas's chili is in fact Semtex. It gives it that kick. Where the fuck is the boss? How are your Bullens doing? I had to set them down in order to get Atago and Belfast up in this. They're in the secondary fleet helping Huygen survive. She's protecting them. She's being a very good big sister. I did forget to swap the back line. Shit, oh well. We're going on minimum engagements here. I'm just trying to bash through this. I've already satisfied all the other events. I'm just trying to make the boss appear so I can end the map. Shouldn't be that much of a problem. So far, this has been a pretty entertaining first event. The only problem is, it's somewhat grindy, and there's really nothing here aside from padding. Like, I could accept having to run each mission twice, but wow. They make you run this shit 4 fucking times, and it's not like you unable to reach target location. Fuck, I've got to fight through them. Repulse, clear me a path! They're actually using defensive tactics! Damn you crafty Japanese. You just want those sweet, sweet gold. Yes, I do want those sweet, sweet gold turrets. Those sweet, sweet quad King George V class gun turrets. Even though apparently they're a meme and they weren't actually all that good, because surprise, when you have about 60% of a ship's firepower in one turret and it jams, you can't really do anything. I love quad turrets, however, they're somewhat impractical. I want to see what they can do on Warspite, because I want to see how her skill works. Because if you level her skill up, you can get her... She fires a shot, you know, faster than her normal shot is. So I can competitively juice the quad turrets to actually operate faster than they actually are. Anyone for, you know, British safety. Just take the doors off, it'll be fine. We'll never get hit by enemy fire. If we will, and even if we are, we won't come anywhere near the magazines. I mean, if it does hit the magazines, we'll be firing so fast we'll be out of ammunition, so it won't blow anything up. Ah. They will hit nothing but an empty room! I need Grumman bias! The maid got hit. Whoa! It's the sad panda tags again. Wasn't expecting that. Using the log retained in the data to simulate the war. Just a simulation after all. A simulation? Excuse me? War, conflict, hatred. Exactly what is created by such matters. Rattling damn good history is what it's created, honestly. We can sit here and talk about it for days. Next time, do not let us down. Yes, strange, demon, Neko, maid, bride, tentacle monster. I'm aroused, however, confused is the word I'd use. They're obviously degenerates. They're obviously degenerates, but what is their plan? Are we consumed by war and hatred and thus eventually lose our humanity in a quest for power? Does being the best dehumanize us in the end? And do we in fact create tentacle waifus? You and that damn volleyball contest, woman. I don't know what's going on with the Cthulhu ship girls, and I don't know. Okay, so there's that. Got a Bolin, and now we've got quad turrets. Yes, good, quad turrets. Claim victory 50 times, thank you, sir. And then destroy 3 enemy flags, thank you, sir. Alright, so we got cash and we got cubes, so that means it's time to roll the gacha again, but what's going on in the dorm? Oh. Oh. It's already at 100 though, she just kind of walked over and pecked me on the cheek. Thanks, sweetheart. Also thanks to the coins. Alright, so into the gacha machine. Let's see if we can actually get the Prince of Wales, or Princess of, well, Whaling. Okay, so that's 3,000, so that's 2 rolls. What do we get? 4 hours and 10 minutes again. That is a battleship. It is Repulse again, and now another hour and a half. What did we get? A worm. Well, that's actually really unfortunate. Oh boy. But, I would actually kind of like Prince of Wales, but I guess we're not gonna get her.
確かにフットたちと違って申し訳胸の話はなしだぞ
Grandma Warspite, you sound very lewd there. Are you okay?
優雅をよく口にしておりますが、指揮官様が私に合わせる必要は
I suppose Warspite actually needs those guns more.
貴族気質がないか
But yes, the quad turrets. Yes, good. Good. That rate of fire, though. But then again, this is about the same rate of fire.
貴族気質がない
Setting up for a 10 roll again. I will attempt so. But first, enhance. Enhance. And I can no longer enhance because I don't have any... I don't have any money left. Warspite could use better AA, too. What's going on here? I know I have better AA sitting around here. Yeah, I have this 76mm anti-aircraft gun. Flat increase. The equipment kind of wanes, I suppose. But, yeah, now I'm broke. Well, I suppose, well, that might be a good time to wrap up today's stream. We played, well, hang on, hey, wait a minute. I got just a little bit more money. We can enhance the quad turrets. Just a little bit more. Enhance. That rate of fire is awfully slow, but we're getting there. Oh, a dorm, please. We'll go to the dorms. Okay, fine, we'll end with that. But let's see here. Right, also, not on the friends list, I can go here. Right, the dorms. Let's go have a look in here. Martin, what's going on there? You having a good time? Wow, this is actually very comfy. My goodness, he's even got 2 beds. 2 beds for all his wives. Martin, this actually is very, very, very comfy. The door is floating though. Martin, you might want to have that looked at. The door is, in fact, there's a bit of a step. And alcohol. Lots of alcohol. It's very, very cozy in here. Very nice. Alright, so, Doug. You can fit 4 girls on that bed. Yeah, that's totally why you sold this, but apparently Doug has a museum. Look at all these boats. He also has himself a maid. And the foxes. Those are... Goodness gracious, those posters of Indy, though. Sweet mother of God, where the hell those come from? Those look racy as hell. She's basically naked in that. The only thing getting away with it, the only way we're getting away with it, because we can't see it. Good lord. How lewd. Alright, so let's see. Where's Junko? What's going on with Junko? Holy sweet mother of God, Junko, what kind of need are you? He bought a carrier bed. Why do you- I know you've got Enterprise, but really? Really, the race car bed? Jesus Christ. Jesus Christ, man. I hope Enterprise wanted that herself. Then I'd let you go. But wow, it's cramped in here, so you sort of need to expand. Okay, so let's see here. Chicken Ace. The man himself. It's also very cramped in here. Good lord, you guys have no concept of feng shui. Jesus Christ, pack the shit up, clean it up. There are those damn posters again, good lord. Those are dangerous posters. Dangerous posters. Okay, Madman, Dirty, Ancient. What's going on with Ancient? Not Kadusha. I'll go see about Not Kadusha in a minute. Well, this is quite nice. The bed's kind of stuffed in the corner very strangely. Who gets this bed? That seems rather unelegant. But altogether, very, very, very nice silver violin. Very, very, very tasteful. I live in a simple dorm. Keep this in mind. Well, let's what's simple here? Wow, he rearranged the place and it looks very nice, but that's about it. Nice boat girls, though. At least you move the stuff around. Alright, so who else is here that wants to have their dorm present? Oh, a dancing fool. How about that? The man himself over here. It's, He also does, in fact, he has an Eldridge. Look at this guy! He has himself a cyber new type waifu. Hats off to you, sir. Also, it's very comfy in here, too. What is with everyone buying 2 beds, though? Maybe I should buy 2 beds, but you know, good taste in waifus, good job buying, well, buying the swimsuits. Okay, Link Bond. Link, what's your name in game here? Oh, there it is. Alright, whoa! This is kind of the same problem I keep seeing, good lord. Walking space, breathing space. Jesus! It's very cramped, however, it does look very cozy in here. Your dorm's name? Where are you new around? What's good for you? Congratulations, Link, on getting Kaga. New around, where's new around? New around, new around, new around, new around, new around, there he is. Ranger Danger. Salty Spittoon. Welcome to the Salty Spittoon. How tough are you, or how high is your evasion with this javelin here, I suppose? Got himself a little bit of a ham radio set here, you know, and watermelon seats. Looks very comfy. Very nice cat. She's gonna put someone's eye out with that fucking thing. No running in the house with that javelin. This looks very comfy. I've been given inspiration as to home decorating. I will endeavor to make it better. Seriously, Javelin, stop running around with that. Okay. Hezzy, the watermelon stuff is an event currently. They just added it in, so everybody's buying that stuff up, but... Ladies and gentlemen, I didn't feel the greatest this morning, but, well, I soldiered through the stream today. We made it through the Wales event, and I married my wife again. All is as it should be. And even though it's a little bit of a stream on the shorter side, we've been here for about 3 hours, and you know what? I think it's a good time to end it. Sweetheart, please, I married you, remember that. You don't need to showboat so much. This is the part where I'd kiss her on the neck and hug. But, ladies and gentlemen, that'll be it for me today. So I have been your wonderful host, Fontaman, and thank you for being around for another stream of Azurlane. I will be back tomorrow. We are going to go play Black Ops 4. And I'm probably going to be very bad at Blackout. But you know what? We'll see what's going on here, because we're going to be playing that game at least for a little while. Anyway, so the beta starts on the PC tomorrow. I don't think she brought your sunglasses. I have them, but I'll be back here tomorrow. Same time, ladies and gentlemen. See you around.